Scott McNair, injury attorneys, we fight for the win.
Good afternoon, everybody. I think it's afternoon. I'm not sure if it's morning or not. This is David Vignair with the Overruled Podcast, brought to you by the Scott Vignair Law Firm. I'm in our podcast studio today, and we have maybe my favorite guest, yes, one of our little sweetheart, Avah Fobb. Avah, tell everybody a little bit about you. Thank you so much for being here today, Avah.
You're welcome. So I'm 9 years old, and I am a huge fan of Beyoncé, and I love this book because I like to show kids how to bake and stuff, so yeah.
Oh, we're going to get to the book because Avah, first off, I want everybody to know a little bit about how you and I met and you got to know everyone at the law firm. Can you talk a little bit about how you and your mother met us and how we got to know you?
So, wait, how we met?
Was it Project Backpack?
Oh, yeah. So, I went to the school, and we was, like, having fun there, and then they handed out backpacks, and I was like, oh, this is so cute. I love pink. And I got it, and it was nice because it had, like, crayons and everything in it that I love in it.
Oh, I love that. And pink's your favorite color?
Yes.
Okay, I knew that. But I think did you win? We gave some Saints tickets away. Did you win that too?
Yes.
Okay, so was that before Project Backpack or after, Jessica?
It was after.
After, okay. That was a coincidence. We did not rig it for you, by the way. And did you get to go to the Saints game? Was it fun?
Yeah, it was very fun.
Okay. And so for those of you who don't know, Avah, besides winning the Saints tickets and getting one of our backpacks last year, when she came into our podcast studio and came into the office and met everybody on the team, we were just blown away and joking. We have her mom, Jessica, on set with us today to kind of chat about this book that Avah has written because she's just this beautiful young personality and this wonderful, talented young lady. And at 9 years old is already an author. Is that cool?
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that listen to this who are not 9 and who are not an author. So you've already accomplished a lot. But before we talk about the book, because we really want to highlight this book, it's called Baking with Avah While Using Your Senses. The first thing that we have to talk about is Beyoncé. So I want you to tell us, Avah, why you love Beyoncé.
Well, I love Beyoncé because one of the reasons why, she's very beautiful and she tries her best. So that's what I love about her.
And what is your favorite song?
Spaghetti.
I need to go listen to it. But I think she's a great role model for you, and she's an incredible performer and incredibly talented.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about what we're here to really talk about today, which is baking with Avah while using your senses. I was hoping, Avah, both you and your mom, Jessica, who's in studio with us, could kind of talk through the book and explain first what was the inspiration behind writing the book.
Well, I just want to show kids how to use, like, to cook. Like, if, say for instance, if their mom on the phone and their dad's at work and they don't really know how to cook, they can use my book and then start baking.
And what kind of recipes are in here, Avah?
Well, Queen's cake and s'mores pizza pie. And beignets, obviously beignets.
I'm looking at fudgy brownie because I like chocolate. So
yeah.
Is it all desserts in the book?
Well, there's some fruit in it at the back, too.
And Jessica, could you talk a little bit about how y'all decided to outline and organize the book and kind of the thinking behind how y'all wrote it?
So first, thanks for having us on. Avah is a child who she's always been so hands-on, and I'm a teacher, and I know that kids learn best by using their hands and using their senses. And so in our family, I am not the cook, I am the baker. And so she would always be in the kitchen with me, helping me. And she started off with like small tasks, separating, sorting, and eventually she just like got better and better at it. And she moved on to more advanced skills like chopping and pouring, pouring and sifting. And she's learned all of these fancy turns. And so I saw that she really took a liking to it. And so I was like, well, let's compile some of your favorite recipes. Never did I ever think we would do a cookbook, to be honest with you. It started off as something that we were going to like just use, like have a recipe box. And so we started baking for family, for friends, for events. And they were like, wait a minute, did she really bake this? And I had to start like uploading videos because people didn't believe that she could do it. And she actually did it. And what a lot of parents don't know is that kids can handle these tasks. We just need to let them continue to do it and practice and practice and practice. And so the book's idea kind of came out of a necessity for parents to keep their kids active in the kitchen, involved in like family events. A lot of kids are able to get the cookbook and complete and bake some of the recipes while they're out on break, and also for like family functions. They can grab the cookbook. Everything is independently done, like Avah said. And we decided to organize it by census. And so the cookbook has how many recipes, Avah?
5.
No, how many total?
25.
25 total recipes. And they're organized by our 5 senses, which means there are how many recipes per sense?
5.
5 recipes per sense, so there's 25 total in the book. And at the beginning of each section, so like the chapters are separated by sense. And at the beginning of each chapter / sense, we talk a little bit about what sense it is, why this sense is important, and how you use it in baking and everyday life. And each chapter has kind of sort of like a dedication as to why we chose that sense.
Well, one of the things I love about the book, I think it's really neat how y'all organize it by the senses, and I love the photography in the book. So is that Mom?
Yep.
Ava's giving me the eyes. She's going to give you the credit. You can tell Mom's a teacher by how she quizzes you.
And my brother kind of helped too, but he was just really eating the food.
Yeah, her brother has the better phone, so he was kind of like helping with the phone and taking pictures.
Well, the collage photography at the back is really precious, of all the pictures of Avah growing up. And there's a word search in the book, and I really love how the photography, which identifies each sense, is topical to the particular sense, which was really neat and thought through. And maybe speak, Jessica, to like going through the book as I've gone through it and kind of looked at it. First of all, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
In the photography and the coloring and in the design, but it feels like a book that is really approachable for a parent and a kid or a group of kids to be digestible and not overwhelming. Like the recipes don't come off so scary that a parent wouldn't feel okay to like be like, okay, my kids can do this, right? Was that intentional? Can you talk through that?
Yes. Everything about this cookbook was very intentional, and it was based on a kid's perspective. And everything was done so that it could not be overwhelming to kids. So it could be something that is like interchangeable, something that they could follow step by step and not feel like, oh my goodness, this is a cookbook. It's very fun. Some of the pictures are like cutesy pictures of her with like icing on her nose, or eating beignets with powdered sugar covered on her. And that's the kid experience you want. And especially because cooking is messy, and it's okay to get your hands dirty in cooking. And so when we decided to do the cookbook, my main focus was that it would be kid friendly. And that's, one of the main things in the title, because this is a kid's cookbook. It's not an adult cookbook. Like adults can, of course, use some of the recipes, but it is fun kid themed recipes. All of the names have like fun, cutesy names. And it's funny. Like it's a real fun, like kid friendly fun book, even with the word search in the back. So everything about this book was intentional, with the child being the center of it.
And if it does feel that way coming across to me, as if this would be a fun book to buy, to have with my kids, not only because it's just a really well designed and beautiful book, but the recipes are fun and digestible and simple, I think, to immediately get into. And I think the cool thing about it is that you're promoting Avah, the kids getting in the kitchen early. How long have you been cooking for?
For like, I started cooking when I was 6, and
Wow.
when I started, I was just moving on to like small things, and then I moved on to big things. So,
What is your favorite thing to cook? Do you have a favorite?
sometimes I like to cook noodles, and sometimes I like to cook red beans.
Oh, that sounds good. Does she make good red beans, Mom?
She does.
We had red beans last night too.
Oh, okay. Great. So tell us a little bit, where can somebody who loves the book and loves hearing about it, and we're going to link to it in the show notes, but where can they find it and buy it at?
So Baking with Avah is available on Amazon.com, also Barnes & Noble, and on the publisher's website, which is Birds of a Feather Publishing.
And okay, so what is one thing, do you have a favorite thing about the cookbook, Avah?
I just like how it just tells about my family and like basically my friends too.
Awesome. Well, I think you just have so much to be proud of, Avah, for at your age at 9. You're an author. Isn't that pretty neat?
Yeah. I always wanted to be an author when I read the book. I was like, I wonder if I can be an author one day. But now I am.
Now you are. Tell everybody a little bit more about you, Avah. What other things do you love to do besides cooking? I think you like to dance a lot. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm a dancer. I like to swim. And I like to do piano too.
Piano. Awesome. How often do you play?
Well, I have a piano at home, but sometimes I practice when I don't have nothing to do. So
Awesome. Well, we have Project Backpack coming up again this year. This will be our second year doing it, and we talked at the beginning of the show that you got a backpack in our backpack drive last year, your favorite color, the pink one. Are you excited for Project Backpack this year? And you're going to be a part of it this year, which we're really excited about because everybody at the Scott Vignair Law Firm loves you and was just in love with you the minute we all met you. So tell us, what are you excited about for Project Backpack this year? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm definitely excited to get another backpack.
We're going to make sure we have a pink one for you.
Yeah.
And if you have a different color request, Mr. Miles right there is going to make sure it happens. Okay.
Thank you.
But tell us what else you're looking forward to.
Well, I just like when I went to my school and they had like coloring sheets and crayons. So when you was there, you can color and stuff and the food.
Oh. We're excited to have you a part of it. And before we go, though, Avah, I want to see if there's anything else you wanted to talk about or anything. I'll even open it to you. I've never done this before with a guest, so it's special for you. If you want to ask me a question, I'll put myself under oath. You can question me now if you'd like.
Do you listen to Beyoncé?
I do like her new country album.
Yes.
I have to admit. So, yes, the answer is I do listen to Beyoncé.
We going to the Cowboy Carter in Chicago.
Oh, wow. When is the show?
May 15th.
Oh, are you excited?
Yeah, and last year we went to Renaissance twice, and we went to the movie twice too. So we are big fans.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, I'm hoping that I'm on good terms with you now because I do listen to Beyonce's country album. Are we good? Mm-hmm. Any other questions? I'll give you a second one.
That's
Okay.
it.
All right.
We kind of value people whether or not if they like Beyonce or not. That's our like question we ask people.
It's a litmus test.
It is before I give people a ride or like if inviting them in our circle, that's our important question. That tells us what kind of person you are.
I understand because mine is, do you put your potato salad in your gumbo? Yes or no? So I have a litmus test too. Not a Beyonce litmus test, but it's a gumbo litmus test nonetheless.
That's an important one.
Well, Avah, thank you so much for being on, and Jessica, obviously, as well, and chatting about this book. I do have to say, I know we've just met a couple times through Project Backpack and different things like that, but I'm so proud of you. It's amazing that somebody your age at 9 years old is an author and that you have written something which is such a positive thing and put that out into the world. It's a beautiful and awesome book. It's called Baking with Avah While Using Your Senses. I think it's really neat how y'all designed it by the 5 senses and in the sensory element of cooking and eating and all the things. And so please, anybody who's listening, if you're interested in a neat gift or a cool item to buy for any kids in your life, whether it be your kids, your niece, your nephew, or neighborhood children, or your students, please check out Baking with Avah. It is, like we said, they're available on Amazon. And where else, Jess?
Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and also, excuse me, the publisher's website, Birds of a Feather.
Yes. And so we're going to have all that in the show notes, and we're also going to promote it on our social media so we can get other people interested in it and aware of it.
Thank
And we're
you.
going to buy some too, because I love
Thank
this
you.
book. It's a great book. So thank you so much for being with us, Avah.
Do you know what recipe you like in the book?
Well, I told you I like that chocolate one, but I'm a sucker for chocolate.
We have like so many favorite recipes.
I'm
It's
really-
like good stuff. Like it's really good stuff.
I love the piece of s'more pie.
I'm
Yes.
really interested in the Queen's cake. What is the Queen's cake? Because it looks like a donut / king cake.
Yeah. So I was like, one day when I was eating king cake, I was like, why didn't make queen's cake instead of king's cake? Because queen is run the world.
Yes.
Girls run the world.
That's true. They do. And who runs the world?
Beyonce.
I thought you were going to do that song phrase, Avah. It's
Who run the
we
world?
Girls.
Yeah. And Beyonce. Yeah.
And Beyonce. But is a queen cake is I've never been aware it was a separate recipe.
It's not. It's the same recipe. It's just we just kind of sort of changed the name. You
Okay.
can it's the same ingredients, looks the same. It can be a classic king cake braided donut, or you can make it into a donut. You can make it into a very small pastry. But it's just the name Queen's Cake. And it's just it's a way to bring female empowerment back into it, especially, you know, living in New Orleans, everything's king cake, king cake, king cake. And she was like, what about the Queen's Cake? What about a Queen's Cake? And I'm like, yes, my girl, female empowerment.
I love it.
Yes.
The other one I'm interested in is the OG chocolate chip cookie, because you know, at Scott Vignair, we give out the cookies. Your mom's got the cookie, right? We give out chocolate chip cookies. So I feel like we could have a cookie off. A Scott Vignair versus Avah OG chocolate chip cookie, and we could maybe do like a taste test in the
Yeah.
office and see which one wins.
Okay.
All right. And if you win, you will have beaten Otis Spunkenmeyer. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, thank you so. Go ahead, Jessica.
She definitely and she definitely tries to like up her game in competition with baking with people. She watches what do you watch on TV at home?
Oh, is it cake?
Is it cake? Kids
On
baking
Netflix.
competition. So we watch all kind of like we really like are invested in baking as well. The same energy we put to Beyonce, we put it to baking and her perfecting her craft. And so she loves to watch like, is it cake? And we guess to see if it is cake or if it's not cake. And she gets like to see kids also bake, kids baking championship. So she loves to bake and perfecting her craft.
Have y'all ever watched? I have a lot of friends who like. I would think that you would love that show, the British Baking Show. What is it called? It's like the Great British Baking Show. What is it called?
Great British Baking Show.
British Baking Show.
Oh, never heard of that one. Okay.
I've seen a couple episodes. It's really good. I was thinking, and I think it's only like I think they primarily only do they bake anything savory or is it all sweets?
Oh, you know, a long time ago, y'all remember Cake Boss?
Yes.
Buddy Valestro?
Yes, another
So
good one.
used to watch that, but like these cake shows now, these baking shows now, like it's talent.
What about Top Chef? Are you a Top Chef fan?
I never heard of him
That's
before.
another good one.
We were watching Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
Gordon
yeah.
Ramsay.
That's a serious one.
When he came to New Orleans,
He did come
in
to
prep
New
for
Orleans.
like the Super Bowl. Yep.
I think he ate. Now we're going on a Gordon Ramsay tangent, but I think he ate at Moro Steak.
Did he?
Yes.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I heard he have a restaurant too.
Yeah.
Gordon. I think he's got a bunch.
He has a bunch. Yeah. Yep.
But that's a great show too. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. Avah, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. This book's incredible. You are incredible.
Thank
and
you. You too.
we've loved that's sweet. We loved having you on the podcast. And we have a special surprise for everybody out there about you being involved with Project Backpack coming out after we shoot this podcast. So we're just excited to have you being around the firm and being a part of the Scott Vignair family. So thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of our wonderful listeners. This has been another great and interesting episode of the Overall Podcast brought to you by the Scott Vigner Law Firm. We hope you all enjoyed it, and we can't wait to see you and have you listen to us next time. Take care.
Scott Vigner, injury attorneys, we fight for the win.
Information is for illustrative purposes only and does not constitute tax, investment, or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified investment, legal, or tax professional before taking any action.